What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. This is Monday, the 27th. This is EJ. I wanted to get with y'all really quick because I know a few of y'all been asking me, um, really, what is an NFT? How do you get into it? What are some ways that I can find out resources on NFTs? So I really wanted to take the time today just to, and I did record a little bit last night, but I want to do another one just so that I have um, the ability to give people a better understanding on what an NFT is and how it works. You know, where did it come from? What are some things that help us understand what this new space is? So, first and foremost, before you get into understanding the NFT space, it's really important that you understand cryptocurrency because that is the basis of what NFTs are driven upon in terms of transactions. So, y'all understand cryptocurrency. Um, Most of y'all have heard of Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the most popular places to purchase crypto. But if y'all don't understand, again, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital currency. It is a digital form of payment. So when you think of crypto, crypto is digital. Currency is a means of exchange. So that is literally what you're talking about here when you're talking about cryptocurrency. There's various cryptocurrencies out right now. There's literally to the thousands of different crypto that's out right now in the market. And so when we talk about the types that there are, you've heard of Bitcoin, Ethereum. There's others like Cardano, USDT, Binance, and XRP. So there's thousands of others. There's to the tens of thousands. There's literally tens of thousands of different coins. So what I wanted to do today is just take a few minutes to help y'all understand NFTs. Before you understand NFTs, you got to understand cryptocurrency. You know, um, I think that's the most important thing. A lot of people want to skip that step, and you know, you can't do that. Like, when you're talking about NFTs go hand in hand with crypto. So here's the thing: what is an NFT? An NFT, and I'm gonna go through a Google version for you, and I'm gonna tell you my definition as well. Um, so here's the technical term for an NFT. I literally typed in what is an NFT. This is what an NFT is. An NFT stands for a non-fungible token. So non-fungible is the token. A token is a unit of a data stored on a digital ledger called a blockchain. I'll tell you what a blockchain is in a minute as well. That certifies a digital asset to be unique and therefore not interchangeable. The NFTs can be used to represent items such as photos, videos, audio, and other types of digital files. So here's the thing about that. It said that it's stored on a digital ledger. So it's not anything tangible that you hold. I know it says it's a token, but it's literally on a digital ledger. So it's not something that you would necessarily hold per se. Like that's what cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrency, you can actually purchase what's called a ledger key, which is like a USB key, but this is not the same thing. When it talks about the blockchain is literally the algorithm, the system, the software, the actual system in place to assist the driving force or the volume of movement that the cryptocurrencies are going into with their buying and selling of currencies, transactions. The transaction speed is all predicated on the blockchain. You think about how supply and demand works in the economy with buying and selling the currencies, exchanging currencies. And the way of the blockchain is done in the same way, but all through algorithm, all through systems, all through data and what's called metadata. And so I think it's important for y'all to understand that cryptocurrency is all digital. You don't tangibly hold it. It's literally an online system. All right. So NFTs, it's a non-fungible token. It says it's a certified digital asset. So the first thing that comes to mind when you think about a certified digital asset, meaning that it's something that I have the rights to, something that I may own rights to or property of. Or if it's certified, meaning that it's almost like like a digital certificate of authenticity for a set item. So that's what you want to think about when you think about NFTs or something that's a token. So non-fungible. What does non-fungible mean? Non-fungible says if it's a fungible transaction. For example, if you was to give me change for a 20, that is a interchangeable exchange. So like it may have a specific value or could even fluctuate, but nonetheless, I'm still giving you that change for a specific amount. Or if I'm breaking $100 bill, that is a fungible transaction. But if I was to do, for example, um, if I was to sell a piece of art, if I was to sell a Michael Jordan rookie card, then I'm setting it for a specific price. Maybe I'll go to the highest bidder, yeah, but I'm going for a specific price that's not broken up into pieces. You're not giving me a payment plan for that Michael Jordan rookie card. I want it outright. That is a non-fungible transaction for a specific price. Okay. So then there's a non-fungible token for a digital asset. So there are artists, photographers, there are people who do graphic design. They set up what's called NFTs to set things up in the market. So now the NFT space is very new. It's only been around for a few years, but you have to understand that this is starting to be the new era of digital systems. So for example, you may have seen things online in terms of even on TV with virtual reality, VR and augmented reality setups. Like you see the Panthers and various other football teams now playing around with augmented reality. You know what I mean? So if you've seen certain TV series, they talk about virtual reality, augmented reality all the time. Now they're starting to get more into the depths of the virtual world, of the digital world. So I needed y'all to understand and see how this plays into part of cryptocurrency in the digital realm here. Cryptocurrency is not just you buying into a coin or investing into a coin. I'm gonna tell you my thought process with cryptocurrency really quick. Cryptocurrency for me, it's not just, because you see me post, or somebody posts on Facebook about a certain coin or something. That's not me saying you buy it. That's me saying, look, I have an interest in this. But my thought of cryptocurrency is I really feel like there's different uses, and there are different uses. So it's not just an investing tool. It's literally a means of exchange. It's literally um, its own currency. So you don't want to treat cryptocurrency like a stock, more than you just want to treat it like a digital asset, or like gold, or like a currency, or a means of exchange. That's how you want to treat cryptocurrency, because the many uses. I could literally send somebody $5 in Bitcoin right now if I wanted to, whereas I can't send $5 of a stock to somebody. You know what I mean? You gotta, it's got to be a certain means of exchange as well. There's business owners I know that use crypto as their payment processing. I bought a T-shirt from somebody a couple of days ago that was $25. I paid him in crypto. You know what I mean? So anyway, going back to that, before you understand NFTs, I just explained it to you. You got to understand cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a digital means of exchange from digital currency. Um, and so, there's platforms like Coinbase. You can buy Bitcoin on Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin on Kraken and various other places. CoinMama, there's various other places. The easiest route is Coinbase, but also you want to check out wallets that have a cold storage. Cold storage or wallets that give you, certain private keys. You want to have ownership of your crypto. You don't want to just buy your cryptocurrency anywhere or store your cryptocurrency anywhere. Now, I will say this: I'm showing you Coinbase because of the fact that it's an easy use. But there's a few steps that go into Coinbase. But if you want to keep it easier than Cash App, but I would never store my coins there long term. You want to have a crypto that's going to give you a private key, or a wallet that's going to give you a private key. Also, a 12-word phrase, to make sure you're secure. So I may be going to another video on that later on, but I just wanted to give y'all some information on how to get into the NFT space as well. But first, hope y'all understand what I'm saying about cryptocurrency. There's various ways to get into crypto. If you have any questions on that later on, definitely feel free to hit me up. I'm always available, but I needed y'all to understand that first. So NFTs. Now you understand it's a non-fungible token. You understand that it is an exchange that has a set price from certain people who list those items for a specific amount that can potentially reach larger ranges as well. They usually have different drops, what we call releases, every so often. You've heard of different artists, musical artists like Jay-Z and other artists as well, like Tory Lanez, who drop who drop certain projects or invest in certain projects. So for example, there's a platform called ENFT.com. ENFT.com lists the Tory Lanez album. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened with ENFT.com and various other platforms that had the Tory Lanez album. Tory Lanez dropped his album that same day, and that very same day, that album sold out in less than 1 minute. And so in 57 seconds, he sold 1 million copies of his NFT, of his digital product. Um, and he also got a chance to make 1 million from it, from just selling it for $1, from just selling his NFT for $1. Now, what was his NFT? So I actually bought his NFT. I actually purchased it. Not only did I purchase it, I purchased several of it. So okay, here's the thing about it. Here I'm currently logged in to my account right now at on enft.com. This is one of the platforms you can go to check out the Tory Lanez album, among other projects they currently have in the future now. If y'all have seen the movie, if y'all have seen the movie Karen, they currently have the Karen soundtrack as a digital product, an NFT. They have their soundtrack on there as well. So that is now being listed on their drop. So you can take ownership of that digital asset. You currently have the rights to that asset. So let me go to my wallet real quick and show y'all what I'm working with. So here's my account. This is my username, Triple C EJ. Y'all know my movement, Triple C, with the crew. You know, we have a very, very strong movement going on right now. I I have a pretty decent number of those NFTs. So here's my listing of how many NFTs I have, and you know the editions that I currently own. Also, when it goes to the actual collection itself, this is what it shows you. Here's the album that I purchased. It shows you what kind of album or what kind of NFT I bought. So here's the type of NFT I bought. It's a hot drop NFT, meaning it was released as an exclusive release. It was a music NFT. It was a limited edition NFT, so there's only so many copies. There's only 1 million copies out ever. And there's also the NFT artwork. Now, what is that NFT artwork? Let's go to the collection real quick and just see what it looks like. So when I go to the actual collection, this is what it shows me. I actually have I have the token ID. I have the edition number. Now, here's my philosophy with the edition number. Now, my thought is the lower your edition number is, from 1 to 1 million, the more rare it is. That's just my thought. Because with these NFTs, the valuation of what makes it unique and what makes it a high commodity is what the edition number is. So you have edition numbers 1 to 1 million. So I currently own 37,000 to 600,000. So, and you have the ability to sell them if you choose as well. You can always sell the tokens if you choose to. Now, for example, if I was to go and listen to one of my editions, if I was to listen to one of the albums I own, I can go to view listing, and it's going to show me by the album release and by the order what is being dropped and what my artwork is. So this is how I would play the album here. This is currently what it shows me. Now, that's one of the pieces of artwork. I go to another song, and it shows me that artwork as well. And it keeps on going down the list. Now, every single one of these pieces of art is unique in its own. Now, this is what creates the value of this specific NFT. It has its own specific art, and it's a limited edition. So over time, this is going to carry a pretty decent value. I just wanted to have y'all see and understand what this is while I'm going through it for you. But this is what it looks like. This is what an NFT looks like. This is the first music streaming NFT. This is the first music streaming NFT for an album, especially for a well-known artist. So there are other artists now trying to piggyback off of what Tory did, because he made $1 million in less than 1 minute. I guarantee, I mean, I can imagine why people would want to check out and see what other collections are coming after somebody has just made $1 million from less than a minute. So this is his artwork, and well, this is the artwork for his album. So this is from ENFT. ENFT is a great early platform. You see, it's still in the beta stage, but it's already getting ready to roll out Karen, the Karen soundtrack that's getting ready to drop. It's showing you the actual promo of it. You can get the open edition or you can get the limited edition. copies of Karen, which gives you the 11 track soundtrack, and then the digital poster, the custom artwork. And so it gives you the value in it for a set price. A lot of these prices can vary. Now, here's the thing about the Tory Lanez album. Not only can you buy that Tory Lanez album, but you can also resell it. So there's people out there right now reselling the Tory Lanez album for a specific amount. So if they resell that album, right? If they resell the album, they can sell it literally for however much they want to sell it for. So let's go down the list of like who's selling what at a specific price. So like, remember I said the edition numbers are really what I think the rarity of the price gets to. And so you see some selling for 500, there's some selling for 65. There's some selling for 575, you know, so like it varies based off of what they want to sell for. But you notice there's a lot of the same people selling the same price because they purchased several of that NFT. You see 2,500. There's people buying these NFTs, people buying them. You know what I mean? If I wanted to sell mine, I could and I would, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I'm all about the long game. You know, I'm all about the long game. So, you know, I really wanted y'all to see what that is like and what that looks like. But again, going back to ENFT, that's one platform that I use that is very, very popular in terms of getting that item. Now, if I was to just, now they do have another drop coming out for some art. They got some art getting ready to come out. They have some art for, you know, another artist that's getting ready to set up a preview of a Super Buddha NFT. So what is it? It's an artwork NFT. It's a hot NFT drop. It's exclusive. It's also an open edition. So that means that there may be more of its copies coming out in the future for a mass distribution. It's not like a limited edition copy. And so, you know, there's going to be a lot of that edition coming out. But this is one of a kind. This is one of its kind where you could own the rights to it and it creates a certain value to it and demand for it. So that's enft.com. I hope that was helpful seeing that detail. So you can literally create your own account. You can set up your own account. You know, it's very easy to use. It's free to sign up, but also that's one platform. That's just one platform. Now, in terms of another platform for NFTs, it's a little bit more of a whale in the NFT world. It's called OpenSea.io. Again, that's called OpenSea.io. That is where you're going to see majority of people going to find NFTs. This is the site. Discover, collect, and sell extraordinary NFTs. This is the NFT space as a whole. There's various other ones too. For example, if I go to the NFT definition on Google, there's OpenSea, Rareable, Super Rare, Foundation, Atomic Market. There's various others out there. Now, what made NFT unique was the exclusiveness of getting the Tory Lanez album and various other different drops as well. So that was a little plug for y'all that wanted to get into the NFT space is ENFT, but also OpenSea is another great one as well to help you understand the entire marketplace, So, and the marketplace for OpenSea, there's a large variation of things you can choose from. There's your artwork, music, domain names, virtual worlds, trading cards, collectibles, sports. There's a large list of things. You know, I believe there's also crypto.com that gives you sport NFTs as well and various others. You know, so a lot of sport and athletes, a lot of athletes are actually going through and buying NFTs from OpenSea and other places too, and exclusive places, you know, to list their own items. But yeah, so so comparison between OpenSea and ENFT, there are a lot more listings on OpenSea than on ENFT because OpenSea has been around longer and is a little bit more of a more loaded platform. It gives you more options to choose from. So here's the thing about OpenSea, OpenSea.io. You got to have a connection to a certain server or to a certain processor, you know, so to speak, or you got to have a connection to the Ethereum network, and so or other networks. For example, like you can use Matic, or people call it Polygon, to make transactions, but primarily it's Ethereum. Remember we talked about Ethereum on Coinbase. There's Ethereum right now. It's almost $3,000 a coin right now. But you can purchase increments of crypto. You don't have to have $43,000 of Bitcoin. You can have $10 with the Bitcoin, because it's like owning gold. You don't have to have a couple carats. You can literally have certain increments of gold. So the same thing with Bitcoin. You can buy it in increments and do what's called dollar cost averaging, like investing or buying into different crypto over a certain period of time. Then maybe eventually you get to a full coin. That's what you want to look at. All right. So OpenSea uses Ethereum for their payment processor. So there's a certain platform called MetaMask that I use. You see the top right-hand corner of my listing. It shows MetaMask. MetaMask is what I use to get my platform started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out completely as if I'm going in for the very first time. So I'm going to go back to OpenSea. I'm going to say, let's say I'm going to explore the different NFT items. So here's some artwork that's showing up right now. And I actually what I want to do is I want to go into the space as if I am creating an NFT, just so I can show you the login procedure when I'm getting ready to set up MetaMask. So when I say create, here you see it says sign into your wallet. So I can choose what I want to log into. So it gives you different options. I can either use MetaMask, Coinbase, Bitski, Fortmatic, various others, Wallet Connect, various others. I currently use MetaMask. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in to my MetaMask, but I'm gonna go ahead and log in. So I can log into MetaMask here, or I can log in the way I usually do to get into my platform. So like I'm gonna actually go into my profile, so you can see currently what's in my collection. I wanna do a little bit of a overview of what makes a collection a certain value. All right, so yeah, I go to my profile, ask me to sign in. So here's my process again. Boom. I'm logged in because I've already synced my MetaMask. So MetaMask is very simple. It's going to ask you for a 12-word phrase. It's going to ask you to do a simple sign-in process, but you want to save that 12-word phrase somewhere. You want to write that down. Keep it in a safe place. That 12-word phrase is like your passcode. It's going to give you like a security code, which is a 12-word phrase. And that's why I say cold storage wallets are very important. They give you like private keys. So here's my account, CCEJ. As you can see, it shows me my Ethereum ID. If I go to MetaMask, I probably don't have much in there because I just made a purchase recently. Probably don't have much in my MetaMask, but here's what my MetaMask looks like. Here's my account. This is me. Also have my holding that I currently have right now. Remember, I just made a purchase. So this is my amount in Ethereum right now, about $26. That probably won't get me much because I've been making purchases already. And so this is what my MetaMask looks like. That's my actual account. When I want to purchase an NFT, this is what I want to have. All right. So let's go to my account currently right now in my collection. These are the current NFTs that I currently own right now. So I'm gonna go to the ones that are verified. You notice the ones that show the check mark. Notice the ones that show the check mark. Those are the ones that have the most merit. Those are the ones that have the most influence and promise right now. All right. So these are just some of the collections that I currently own. And for example, I want to give you an idea of the NFT that I bought. It's like this is the first one that I ever bought. Let me tell you a little story about Epic Eagles. I actually saw a clip about this a few days ago, actually about a week or so ago. I'll take that back. It was about a few months ago I saw the video, but I didn't get into it until late. And so what I could have bought for like really, really cheap is now starting to increase in its value. So here's Epic Eagles. Epic Eagles, this is a variation of an NFT. So if I go to the actual collection itself, it's going to show me all the details on what it is. Here's Epic Eagles right here. Epic Eagles, it shows you, it says cruising the metaverse, which is literally the digital space and the NFT world. At a high altitude, you'll find 7,676 Epic Eagles. So this is what you want to look at. It's on the Ethereum blockchain. That's why I say, you want to look for items on the Ethereum blockchain. You want to have and own Ethereum to make these purchases because they're on that blockchain. All right. So here's what you want to look for. So here's a question. When somebody says, what is it, what do you look for in an NFT? What makes an NFT valuable? Why would you purchase an NFT? So here's the thing. This is a collection of artwork from Epic Eagles. It has 7,000 items from what it says. Remember, it says there's 7,000 Eagles on Epic Eagles. There's currently 3.1K owners. There's 3,000 owners. There is a floor price for this collection, meaning the base price of what people are selling it for. Also, there's the amount of volume that's currently traded on this collection. Let's go to the floor price really quick. The floor price is 0.08 Ethereum. What does that translate to right now in US dollars? 0.08. So okay, here's a calculator for Ethereum. Ethereum right now is about $2,960. So let's do the conversion. 0.08 Ethereum right now is $236 in USD. All right. Remember, you can purchase increments of Ethereum in other crypto. All right. So that's what you want to look at. The base price for any one of these Eagles, right here, base price is $230. All right. Now there's some that are a lot higher. For example, this item right here, this Eagle right now is one of the most valuable at $928 for this one clip of this one picture and artwork of this Eagle. And it's one of the most popular ones. So here's what you want to look for in an NFT. What makes this NFT more valuable than the others? Why is this $900? It has a hell of a lot of views, a lot of favorites, but why does it have a lot of favorites? I'm gonna scroll down here and show you the properties. Here's the properties of this NFT. It's a ninja NFT. All ninjas all across the board. Background, the beak, the body, everything. Take a good look at that collection right quick and the rarity. So I think y'all hasn't had enough time to see that. It actually shows you 0.01% have this trait, have this trait, have this trait. What does that tell you? This is one of a kind. This is a one of a kind item. So now it's going to be one of the higher valued items on that listing. All right. So while you have that type of pool, that type of listing set, you want to see what it's going to go for long term. And so I look at the history of it. I look at the history of who is offering what, for this price, and how long ago was that. You can see from their name, expiration. People can literally bid on OpenSea for a certain listing. You can place bids or make an offer. If I want to make an offer to this person right now, I could do that and offer whatever amount I want to offer to them. You can see the history. So usually these NFTs are minted or they're contracted. They're put into a blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain. They're put into the blockchain to be contracted into a digital asset. So when they're minted, they're literally being created through a process through the blockchain. And so that's called it being contracted out. So this was minted in 18 days ago. It was listed 14 days ago. And so this is creating a very, very heavy buzz right now. It's not even a month old and it's already worth $900. Just imagine what it's going to be in a couple months. So that's why I'm looking at what I'm looking at. So going back to Epic Eagles, right? I bought that specific NFT. I bought that NFT right here for $60. I bought this right here, this little Mohawk eagle for $60 with the dog tag. Now, here's my metrics on the properties on that one. It shows you the rarity of what the traits are, right? It shows you how rare this item is. So you can choose to look at the rarity. You can look at when it was minted, how long ago it was minted, when it was created. This was created 18 days ago as well. When it was listed, I bought it. You can see I bought it at a certain time as well. So this is going to be one of the most popular collections. I'm going to show you this real quick, just so that you can see what the value is for a specific NFT. When I bought it, it was $60. So it was like at 0.01 or 0.02 of Ethereum at the time because the price of Ethereum was different. That's another thing you got to understand too. Remember how cryptocurrencies price fluctuates. So as cryptocurrencies price fluctuates, so does the price of these NFTs as well. So you got to take into account the fluctuation of that price because that can play a huge factor. But also, yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long. I wanted to go ahead and show y'all these details because I think it's very helpful for y'all to understand. Also, going into the process of looking at more valuable NFTs, there's others as well, like Lazy Lions, Bored Ape. Look at the floor price on Lazy Lions. The base price to sell this item is 2.5 Ethereum, right? For all the for these lions right here, the base price is 2.5 Ethereum, which if I go back to the calculator, 2.5 Ethereum, right now the base price for one of those items is $7,400 for one of these items right here. Now, there's various others that give a more dynamic appeal that you want to purchase. Like if you're more into graphic art and virtual art, then you may want to look for let me see if it'll show up for me. But there's a lot, there we go. There's a lot out there that give you certain different fields, like Cyber Curated. This has a floor price of 19 Ethereum. This is the floor price of 19 Ethereum, which that translates to about $56,000. Why does it cost $56,000 for this NFT? There's only 3 of those items, which makes it extremely rare. But there's multiple of those items being sold. Out of the 3 items, there's 79 owners. So there's multiples being created and that you can purchase. So for example, if I was to go to one right now, like the Void, it's going to show me a clip of the virtual design of this NFT. You can see the virtual design of it. It's this particular NFT is 25 Ethereum or $74,000. So, and there are people who currently own this NFT. There are 37 owners of this NFT. All right. So that's what you want to look at when you're looking at the space. You want to look at the rarity. You want to look at, you know, how this plays a part in the actual marketplace itself. But the rarity plays a part. Being verified plays a part, because there's a lot of items in the marketplace that are not verified. They have to have a what's called a confidence score, you know, so that they build rapport and don't scam anybody. Because you know people can try to duplicate what somebody else tried to create, and so in order to keep it legitimate, they have verified accounts so that you know what you're getting into. And I would only recommend getting into those that are going to be verified eventually. Like for example, I bought Epic Eagles when it wasn't verified. This wasn't here back then. There was no check. But a few days ago, that little check just showed up out of nowhere. And when that did, their reputation and their legitimacy increased. And so did their floor price and the volume traded, because there's more buyers coming into to buy more verified NFTs. So I hope this was helpful for you all. One last thing I want to show you before we go. One way to find out exclusive drops from NFTs coming out on various platforms is Rarity.tools. Rarity.tools is a great platform to look for up and coming drops. So if you go to Rarity.tools right here, here's the site. You can actually go ahead and click on upcoming. It's going to show you all the upcoming NFTs getting ready to come out. Now, here's the thing about that. You can check out their Discord. You can check out their Twitter. You can see when they're getting ready to drop. You can see for how much they're going to get ready to drop for. What's going to be their floor price. So for example, if I go to this one currently right now, the Dark Horizon, or if I go to, let's see if I see one I like. There was another one I saw in here that was really good. But all these are collections getting ready to drop. This is Rarity.tools. But let's just say go to another Eagle one, Golden Eagles Cartel, right? They're starting out at 0.04 Ethereum. They're going to drop today. They actually dropped today at 4 p.m. They dropped today at 4 p.m. All right. So I'm gonna go to their Twitter right quick, just to kind of vet a little bit. I'm gonna vet to see how legitimate their movement is. So Golden Eagles Cartel has 14,000 followers. My thought is, are they real followers? Or they bought followers? When did they open their account? They opened their account on August 2021. So that's a pretty fast following for that period of time. So I would then go to want to follow their Discord to see how their Discord looks, and see the conversations and the movement they're making. So their launch date was today, but you also want to take into account looking at their previews on the work they're getting ready to put out. You know, so you can see a little bit of the work they're getting ready to drop. And so that's what you want to look for when you're looking at NFTs. Now you can try to search them on OpenSea, various other platforms. Remember, there's Rarible and various others to look for on these collections. Now, there's a lot of tools on Rarity as well that you can look at. There's a lot of tools. You can look at all the collections. Remember, we were just looking at Epic Eagles, but if I go to Lazy Lions again to see the Lion NFTs, here's, you know, so everybody knows CryptoPunks. Some people know Bored Ape Yacht Club, and there's Lazy Lions. That's number 5 on the list. But if you ever want to rank your listing to see which ones are the most rare, you can see the rankings right here on what are the most rare items, and they rank them by the rarity. And these are the most valuable items currently right now. And they give them like a rarity score. So like if I was to go to this one, number 15, it has that kind of a rarity score. I can go back to this one on OpenSea and see what this looks like. And it shows me that it's worth $6,000 right now. It's worth about six grand. It's got, let's see the properties of it. It's a gold background. That's only 1% have that trait. It's got raised eyebrows. Yep. Only 3% got that trait. So you can see the rarity of what shows up on these kind of NFTs. The rarity as well as the quality gives it its value over time. So you want to take that into account. Now, that's not always the case for some of these items. Now, for the items that I currently own, there are some that still have a very, very low floor price. For example, Neon Junkies has a very, very low floor price. Here's another one I own. And this floor price is still low because it's still early. But I always take into account the rarity of certain items and also their movement and what they stand for and what they're trying to do long term. I hope this was helpful for you all. If you have any questions on anything I'm showing y'all, let me know. I know this was a lengthy video, but I needed y'all to see everything that goes into the NFT space. I needed y'all to see it all. There's ENFT, there's OpenSea.io. If y'all ever want to get in on these, you know, just use your judgment, do your due diligence. I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just saying do your research. Y'all know me by now. I'm a researcher. I'm gonna dig deep until I find an answer. If I don't know the answer, I'm gonna ask somebody that may know the answer. You know what I mean? Or I'll do some research myself. Just, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find something out through either YouTube or Google if nobody else gives you the answer. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day. Be safe. I continue. I encourage y'all to continue success. Y'all continue to be safe ahead with COVID going on. If you have any questions on this project or any other projects upcoming, please let me know. And y'all be blessed, be safe. Have a very great rest of your day.